this is hard to do just like this. Um, 2.5 years ago, I let my son live with his dad. I feel like now I'm paying for it. I'm in my stage of regret right now. And make a long story short, my son is sleeping in the car. What the hell am I supposed to do? I had my baby. Oh, I got married. Didn't have the baby right after because we got pregnant. So it was wedlock. I was in such a state of depression, and my ex-husband had such a hold on telling me who I was that I believed him. A lot of manipulation, a lot of low self-esteem on his part that I didn't understand it. After we separated, he disappeared for a year and a half, and I was ready to take my son and embark on a journey around the world. He wouldn't sign my son's passport, so I gave him an ultimatum. I said, you're going to have to keep an eye out on your son, or we're just never going to see you again. He said he would, but then he gave me an ultimatum. Either I give full custody, or he's not doing anything at all. I didn't have a family. I felt that I couldn't take care of my son as good as he could have. So I signed over most of my rights to his dad. Make sure before you make this decision to let your son or daughter live with their father, make sure you do some research. Because I looked up basically what rights to keep, to make sure like I'm still gonna make sure my son is good in a situation of medical, or a situation of school, or a situation of religion. Like, I still have those rights and hold those rights. We didn't get a court order, we did a written paper, but right now I'm getting my paperwork together as far as custody goes, because I'm regretting the fact that I let my son go with his dad. And to think about how he treated me, and you know, I feel like he's a good dad. He has a huge family that supports him and my son, but at the same time, all that talk don't pay the bills. That's why I left him. So, you know, make sure that you got money to back up a situation just in case. Because right now, if I had that money, I would definitely put my son and his dad in a place, and the girlfriend, who is like fake ass super mom. I'm gonna just say it. That's what she wanna believe. However, I really am missing my son to no end. I suffer through it every day from day one, and I didn't realize how it would affect him. But I'm here on this YouTube to be a support to all the mothers and fathers who don't have their children full time. My name is Naima. I'm the founder of Fushi Enterprises, which small companies right now are being built up in lieu of a social situation every day. I'm starting my life to start my son's future. I did it backwards. I have no regrets, and you shouldn't regret anything you've ever done in your life because it's made and set up for those things that are to come. So always take your mistakes and learn from them, make them a blessing, and use it for good and for better, no matter what it is. If you was a crackhead before, thank God for that. Thank God you made it this far. Thank God that you have something to look forward to. But as far as our children go, you really have to have them in mind, first and foremost. It doesn't matter what the other parent is doing at this time. You just know what you're doing. You do your best. You do the most so that you can set an example for that child. Whether you're in that home every day or every year, this is a very difficult time, but I'm just going to present these issues that I'm dealing with and hopefully in return help someone to know that there's people out there who have willingly gave up custody in order to get themselves better or in order to make a brighter future for your child. Right now is a temporary sacrifice, and that's what we are all going through. And don't judge yourself. Don't let people tell you otherwise. Don't let people tell you that you are not a good parent. Don't let them say that you're not doing enough and this and that. You know what you're doing. Keep that in mind. You tell your kids you love them every day. Support them and listen. That is something that I've been told and something that I really know was important in my childhood that no one really paid attention to me. So just think back on your childhood because your kid is definitely got your blood running through them, yours and the other parents. So never forget that. You know, your child's gonna have different personality, but you know that you see things in them that are very similar to you. It makes you laugh and it makes you kind of let them get away with some things because you're like, oh yeah, I did that too. That's me all day. And you know, for me here now presenting you with this channel of outlet, I let my son go to his dad so that I can start an empire and basically show him that success is right at the tip of his fingers. I have his insurance set up. I have his life insurance policy, medical insurance, dental insurance is available for him. And no, you don't have to have him on welfare. You don't have to have your kids on welfare. Make it better. Don't make it basic. We are not basic parents. We are unconventional. Cheers to the unconventional life. As I say always, you made a decision. And I hope that you prayed over that decision, but as I did, but you made a decision to give up control, not complete, because you know what's best in your heart. You listen to that heart. Listen to your mind like you probably should have in the first place. We learn that over and over again. I should have done what I thought I should have did in the first place. Still at the same time, never have regrets. Right now you can live a life where you have no regrets. And make this a part of your story, part of your struggle. If you have any questions for me, or if you would like to cover a topic, let's do it. We're in this together as a community, raising our children. Because if I see your child doing something wrong on the street, please believe I'm going to say something to correct them. I get that from my mom. Long story, she used to correct everybody's kids, and I was so embarrassed. But just like I say, we're all a community, and we are responsible for the human race. We're responsible for this generation. What will history say about the generation X, Y? I'm not sure about that. But, we're here responsible for our generation and the ones to follow. So, our kids are going to grow up and be just fine. Because what? We're just fine. We're not perfect. Nobody is. But just really follow your heart and listen to your children. Even though I miss my son so dearly every day, he is so precious, and I feel like I'm missing that everyday schoolwork. I'm missing out on everyday practice. The things he asked me, like, Mommy, come to my practice. Like, I can't be at your practice, baby, but I'm going to be at your game. And that's just for right now, because that's just what I can do. People say I put things before my family. My son is my family, and I'm going to put the future in first place. We live in the present, of course, and we do the best we can. But what you do in the present accounts for the future. And that's all in my best interest for my baby. You will be misunderstood, as you probably already know. All I can say is that I'm really missing my son tonight, and I know I'm not alone. I need to know I'm not alone, and I want you to know that you're not alone. So let's talk this out, work this out. If you really want to, talk to me or join me for an interview or anything like that, just know, let's keep it real, all the way real. And I'm going to pray for my son daily. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to put them into an apartment. I don't know exactly what to do. I do regret having him at his dad's place, or the car, or the hotel, wherever they stay in. It's like, I really want him to stay with his dad, but I'm definitely gonna make sure my son has a place to sleep, his own room. We've been praying about that. I call my son and pray. Like I said, life ain't perfect. Neither are we. But we just gotta make the best of it. Ladies and gents.